say nightmares aren't real, but what if I told you that one nightmare, a real-life horror, would leave you questioning the safety of your own home? The story is not for the faint-hearted. Once you hear it, you'll never sleep the same again. Horror has a unique way of gripping our psyche, blurring the lines between the known and the unknown. Throughout history, real-life horror stories have seeped into our culture, leaving us terrified long after the lights go out. These stories don't just entertain, they dig into our deepest fears, haunting us even when we think we're safe. And tonight, I have a tale so unsettling, it might just be the last story you'll ever want to hear. Our story begins with Emma, a young woman who recently moved into her dream home. What she didn't know is that her dream home had a history, an unspeakable one. Strange things began happening almost immediately. Doors creaked open by themselves, shadows seemed to flicker in the corner of her eye, and the temperature in her bedroom dropped for no reason. But Emma brushed it all off, until one night, she woke up at exactly 3:15 a.m., unable to move, with a feeling of something dark and menacing watching her. Her phone buzzed on her nightstand. It was a text message from an unknown number. It's time to play. Emma was about to experience a horror she could never escape. The messages kept coming, each one more cryptic, each one arriving at exactly 3:15 a.m. At first, Emma thought it was a prank, but soon the messages took a chilling turn. One night, she received a photo attached to the text. It was her, lying in bed, fast asleep, taken from inside her bedroom. Panicked, Emma installed security cameras, hoping to catch the culprit. But every time she reviewed the footage, it showed nothing. No intruder, no movement. The only thing that stood out was the clock, ticking down to 3:15 a.m. Her friends tried to reassure her, saying she was just stressed from the move. But as the messages grew more personal, Emma couldn't shake the feeling that something or someone was inside her home. And then she found it, a hidden compartment in the attic with old photos of the previous tenants. Each one had the same terrified expression as her. One night, Emma decided to stay up until 3:15 a.m., determined to confront whatever force was tormenting her. As the clock struck the time, the room plunged into darkness. Her phone buzzed with a new message. "Look behind you." Terrified but resolute, she slowly turned around. Standing at the foot of her bed was a figure, shrouded in shadow, its eyes gleaming in the darkness. It whispered her name in a raspy, cold voice.
"You're next."
The figure vanished as quickly as it appeared, leaving Emma alone, shaking in terror. She fled the house the next morning, leaving everything behind. But the nightmare didn't stop there. A few weeks later, Emma started receiving messages again. This time, they weren't at 3:15 a.m. They came at random times, each one reminding her that no matter how far she ran, she could never escape the terror. Emma's story reminds us that some horrors never end. They follow you, haunt you, and live within the shadows of your mind. You can move away, change your locks, and even leave the lights on, but the darkness has a way of finding you. So, as you lay down tonight and close your eyes, remember, your nightmare might just be waiting to begin. If this story left you with chills, you're not alone. Share your own horror stories in the comments below, and if you dare, hit that subscribe button for more terrifying tales. Check out the next video for another spine-tingling story that will leave you sleeping with one eye open